Self-development Lee TV. Traveling the Cuba world with ChatGPT. Cuba, where the past and the present coexist. Can you plan an overseas trip and fill out the necessary procedures and schedules? The country to go is Cuba. The period is 11 nights and 12 days. The expected departure date is January 1st, minus 2 people to travel. Departing on January 1st, I will visit Cuba for an 11-night, 12-day trip. There are 2 travelers, and the main goal of this trip is to experience Cuba's rich history and culture firsthand and to feel the local life there. Enjoy Cuba's beautiful beaches, historic structures, unique music and dance, and delicious food. In Cuba, you can feel a unique atmosphere where the past and the present coexist. Then, I will introduce the travel procedure and the local schedule for 9 nights and 10 days as an example. Set goals and objectives. Set a purpose for your trip in Cuba. For example, relaxation on the serene beach, cultural experiences in Cuba, exploring local food, etc. Set travel duration and budget. You have already set your travel period at 11 nights and 12 days, so please set a budget that will be available during this period. Choose a destination. Now you have to decide which part of Cuba to visit. You can choose from Cuba's famous cities such as Havana, Baradero, and Trinidad. Identify the best time to travel. January is winter in Cuba, but Cuba's winter is warm and the temperature is reasonable, so you can enjoy a pleasant trip. Infectious disease information check and vaccination. Check Cuba's infectious disease outbreak information 2 weeks before departure and get the necessary vaccinations. It is especially important to prevent malaria and dengue fever because it is a tropical area. Reserving accommodation and mobility. Book accommodation in Cuba. Also, you can consider renting a bus or car for intercity travel. Create an itinerary. Set and schedule tourist attractions, restaurants, etc. you would like to visit in Cuba. For example, the first day was a city tour in Havana, and the second day was a historic trip to Trinidad. Travel readiness checklist. Make a checklist of what you need from your trip. For example, there will be sunglasses, sunblock, mosquito repellent, and identification cards for traveling to Cuba. Get travel insurance. Get travel insurance against possible accidents while traveling. Acquire local information. Learn about Cuba's currency, Cuba peso, time difference, GMT5 relative to Korea. Emergency contacts, how to use transportation, and local culture and customs. The following is an example of a travel schedule for 9 nights and 10 days, so please refer to it for your trip. Day 1, arrival at Havana. Visit Havana's main attraction, Old Havana, and look at the buildings that are World Heritage Sites to see. Accommodation, hotel near Havana or Casa Particular. Meal, visit La Guarida, and enjoy the Resurrection rooftop dining. It is also good to taste bananas. Day 2, Havana. Visit to the Museum of the Statue Revolution, Capitolio Capital, Gran Teatro de la Havana. Meal, enjoy ropa vieja, a strong dish at Paladar Las Mercedes. Day 3, Villarreal. From Havana to Villarreal. This place is famous for producing Icon cigarettes. Accommodation, Casa Particular near Villarreal. Meal, enjoy the pizza you can see in the restaurant. Day 4 to 5, Trinidad. Moving from Villarreal to Trinidad on day 4. On day 5, we tour the streets of Trinidad and explore the city's wall heritage of buildings and craft markets. Accommodation, Casa Particular of Trinidad. Meal, enjoy the iconic traditional cuisine at the Restaurante Sal Ananda. Day 6, Santiago de Moni. From Trinidad to Santiago de Moni. It is the largest city in the eastern part of Icon, the birthplace of Icon music. During my stay, hotel in Santiago de Moni. Meal, enjoy your food back from El Barracón de Diego. Days 7 to 8, Baracoa. On day 7, we move from Santiago de Moni to Baracoa. On the 8th day, you can relax or enjoy snorkeling on the beach in Baracoa. Accommodation, Casa Particular of Baracoa. Meal, enjoy fresh stories from the sea at El Buen Saber. Day 9, Havana. The last night I came back to Havana again. Accommodation, hotel near Havana or Casa Particular. Meal, You can drink mojito, a representative dish of what you see in La Bodeguita del Medio. Day 10, Departure from Havana. Finally, you can enjoy the city view from the rooftop of the Melia Havana Hotel. Lastly, here are 7 things to keep in mind when traveling to Cuba. Respect for country and culture. Cuba is a communist country, so it is important to respect local culture and regulations. Communication. Since English is limited, it is a good idea to learn some basic Spanish expressions. Water. It is safe to boil or buy bottled water to drink. Communications. Internet access is limited in Cuba, so it's a good idea to search for information or download offline maps in advance. Cash. Cuba is a cash society, so it's a good idea to bring enough cash with you. Also, since 2 currencies are used, cuc and cup, an understanding of currencies is required. Safety. As with any destination, it is important to pay attention to personal safety. Medical facilities. Cuba's healthcare system is not developed, so it is recommended to bring travel insurance and necessary medications. These plans can be changed flexibly according to individual interests and needs. This is because traveling in Cuba is a unique experience that all travelers should experience firsthand. I hope this information will help you plan your trip. Thanks for watching.